housekeeper. My housekeeper cooks a lot of food. And apparently in India, the spices don't last that long. So you're not supposed to store food more than 2 days.
Welcome, beautiful people, to the Lost and Local podcast. We're Adam
And Hannah.
Two Korean citizens who grew up abroad and are now just figuring out life.
Join us as we share stories and our honest perspective on what it means to be lost and local.
Hannah, I am so excited because this is our first remote podcast.
Yay!
Which is really crazy to think about. Oh, wait. And then we realized that something went wrong. So like they say, the third time's the charm, although that's probably not a Christian slogan to say, but the third time is the best. So it's been a month that you've been gone and we have sorely missed you. But, you know, because I get to do the podcast editing every week, I feel like Hannah hasn't left my life. But I think it's a little bit different for you, huh?
Yeah. I know it's only been a month, but I feel like I've been living here for months. Because every day is just, I'm learning so much about Delhi, about work, about myself, and every day feels like a week. And so I feel like I've lived 30 weeks.
Well, you know what they say that when you do traveling or when you take on a new endeavor, life slows down. So I guess that's true. Because life has been pretty normal for me, which is why it doesn't feel as long. But for you, it's been a while.
Yeah. And sometimes I was like talking about this with Hyojin, Adam's wife, but I kind of feel like I'm on this like work trip, like seminar trip, and I'm ready to go back home. And so I'm kind of like, where's my 24-hour check-in email from
That's funny.
my flight? I'm ready to go back. Like, take me back.
Yeah. That's I guess it'll start sinking in at some point. Maybe by the third month. But then you are going to be coming back to visit us in December. But that's quite a while from now.
That's quite a while.
Yeah. Anyways, let's give the people what they want. And since you are in a new country, why don't we talk about your food experience to open up with?
Yeah.
So how's it been going? Have you had any trips to the hospital? Any diarrhea? I mean, that's what the stereotype is. So just curious.
Yeah.
Do tell us.
I know.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah. So there's a whole term for traveler's diarrhea in Delhi. It's called Delhi belly.
Oh.
So it's like, watch out for Delhi belly. Like, and I read enough blogs to know, like, don't drink the tap water. Like, make sure when you're brushing your teeth, use bottled water, or we have something called an RO, reverse osmosis. And so we get like filtered water in through this little tap. And so I use that to like brush my teeth and do all that, like whatever I'm eating. And I do buy a lot of bottled water.
Okay.
Which I feel bad about, because the really cool thing about Delhi is that there's an app called Blinkit, and it's like delivery on every household need you need. They can deliver within 10 minutes, and it's pretty affordable.
Crazy.
Like the handling and delivery fee is only like 20-30 rupees. And let me see how much that is. 20 rupees to USD. That's 23 cents.
Oh, wow. 20 rupees is is almost equivalent to the penny.
Huh?
20 rupees is almost equivalent to the penny.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Because it's 23 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think of it like that. Anyway, I'm honestly so bad with numbers. I don't even try.
Well, you're on the literature side of teaching. You're not on the math.
I mean, that, not to give like English teachers a bad rep. I'm sure there are English teachers who are like really good with money, or like numbers. But I am, and I blame it on the Korean system, because Korea has two ways of counting.
Oh,
There's like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's
yeah.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. So there's that. And then also Korea has this unit called 만, which is 10,000.
Oh, yeah.
So it goes from 1,000 to 만, and then like 10만, 20만, 30만. So it's like one unit like difference from the US system, right? So guess what India does? India has a 10,000 becomes it's called a lakh.
Which is the equivalent of?
It's 10,000, but they call it 1 lakh.
But what is that equivalent of? Like a dollar?
No, just the number system.
Oh.
When you hit 10,000, instead of calling it 10,000, they call it 1 lakh.
Oh, okay.
So this is another counting system. And so I blame it on like me learning all these languages when I was a kid. And like all the number systems are actually different. And so, yeah, so I can't translate. So what I do is like the first week I had to use Blinkit a lot because like my house comes furnished, but there was no dishwash soap. There wasn't like window cleaning solution or just like these small household things that you would just go to Daiso for in Korea. Like here you have to order it because nothing is really walkable. Like the roads are not walkable. There aren't, even though I live in a really nice neighborhood, like it's not like there are huge like Daisos or shopping malls nearby that you just walk to. It's everything is more like delivery based.
Oh, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Do you guys is there like a block system in your neighborhood where there's like sidewalks too?
No, it's not paved. But we do have blocks. So like each block has a gate on the end of the thing. So it's kind of to be safe. And so it's like not a full gated community, but like our roads do get blocked off after a certain time. And then my address is like something block. So in that way, it is a block system and everything. Don't know what that really means because I'm not driving here. But yeah, they said it's very intuitive, which is different from Boston because nothing in Boston is very intuitive. Yeah. Road wise.
You know,
yeah.
My wife and I will be in Boston soon for the first time. But anyways. Okay, so let's go back to food then. So you got an app, you ordered some stuff, but were you able to order food through the Blinkit app?
Yeah. So Blinkit is more like groceries, and then there's something called Zomato, which is the food. They're like, I think they're sisters. They're sister apps. Oh, okay. So Zomato is where you order. It's like Coupang Eats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or 배달의 민족 where you like order food. And that's been pretty nice. And they take my US credit card. So that's been a win because it's taken me so long to get a bank account. I just got my bank account last week. And then internet a week and a half before that. So if I didn't have my US credit card, I'd be kind of screwed. So thankfully, they take my credit card. But like in-person establishments don't usually take international cards, which I guess is not surprising because it was the same in Korea. A lot of Korean establishments did not take my US credit card. And Apple Pay was like, it's such a hassle to do in Korea, and India is kind of the same. So thankfully these two apps took my credit card, so I was able to like order things.
That's a huge win compared to Korea right off the bat.
I know.
Yeah, I don't even want to go down that road talking about Korea and US credit cards. Yeah. But that's cool. I'm glad that you can at least have purchases online with a US credit card. That's awesome.
I know. And also India they don't really like cash. In that way, it's kind of like China because they have this like...
That's convenient.
Yeah. It's kind of like the 자동이체 system in Korea where you just like send someone their money through their account. Get direct transfer. In America, it's usually Venmo or like Zelle or Venmo is the next thing. So here they have something called UPI, and if you connect to your bank account, you can like just pay everything electronically. So whether that's like an auto is like a tuk-tuk whether that's an auto, whether that's some like you want to buy something on the street and you just like say, do you have UPI? And they just do it. You like just QR code it. So even within India, they're not really, a lot of people don't walk around with cash, but occasionally you will need cash.
Okay.
For like a street fruit vendor, or like there's something called like Wallas. Wallas is like in charge of something, and so they like they have a little establishment on the side of the road, and if you want your clothes ironed, you just go and you like get it done for 15 rupees. Like it's very affordable, but they don't take UPI, so you would have to have cash on hand. Or there's like someone who comes into my building and they pick up the trash every day or 6 times a week, which is almost every day. So you pay them like 200 rupees, 250 rupees a month. So there you kind of need cash. So
that's
in like
so
certain
much cheaper
occasions,
than Korea.
I know.
Okay,
yeah.
Anyways.
Very affordable. Okay. So there's like some times you need cash, but most of the times it's like electronic. And all of this to say, back to the food. The food is amazing.
Yes.
Food is amazing. I already knew I liked Indian food, but I've never had a big variety of Indian food because like in the States, they don't distinguish between like Northern Indian versus Southern Indian, right?
Sure.
I don't think, well, at least in the neighborhoods that I lived at, it was just Indian food. But here, like every region has like a different style. And so you'll see like Punjabi restaurants versus like Southern Indian restaurants. And so that's been like really fun to try. And there's actually, dare I say, better Western food than in Korea. Dare I say.
Really? Wait.
Yes.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so I've got a couple of questions. Can we go back to Indian food and then we'll talk about the U.S. food?
Of course.
So didn't you say something about how, I know I'm going to sound really stupid and ignorant, so I'm just throwing myself out there, but they don't eat certain type of foods. They're not vegan, but they don't eat beef, right?
Yes.
But they eat pork?
They do, but it's not as common because there is a significant Muslim population. Oh, okay. So it's not as easy to buy. So chicken is pretty common.
Okay. Chicken.
Lamb, I think. There's also buffalo meat. Buffalo meat you can eat. It's called buff.
That sounds so much like a cow, though. I figure like cows and buffaloes are distant cousins. Anyway,
they probably are, but it's legal to eat buffalo here.
So have you eaten curry? A lot of like chicken curry, lamb curry, or just vegetable curry?
So curry is sort of an overarching thing. Like it's like a style of food, not like an actual dish.
Is it almost like a
so when you simmer something in sauces for a really long time, that's a curry.
Oh, okay. So it's not...
but I think that's also... Sorry, what did you say?
Oh, no. I'm continue, please.
Okay. So there's a lot of dal. Dal is like lentils simmered in sauce for a long time. So depending on the sauce, the spices, the color of the dal is different, or like even the lentils themselves are different colors. And so sometimes I have this yellow dal, sometimes I have this red dal, and like my housekeeper is cooking for me, and so I don't know what I'm eating actually. I'm just like, wow, this tastes good, thank you. And so that's kind of my culinary journey right now. Like I get to eat a lot of home cooked meals because of thanks to my housekeeper. And my school also has been providing for the first week of orientation, they provided food in the cafeteria. So I got to eat different types of food. And because we're near the northern areas of India, we also get a lot of like Tibetan style food. So momos. Momos are kind of like dumplings. So we get momos. There's like, I forgot the name of the soup, but it's like a noodle soup that they have. So there's a lot of variety in the foods. I just don't know the names of everything I'm eating. Yeah.
So would you say that you're eating at more? Are you going out to eat like twice a week then, or?
So I'm ashamed to admit that I have been ordering in maybe like 3-4 times a week.
Oh, so delivery food.
Yes, a lot of delivery
from different
food.
restaurants.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
From
okay.
various restaurants because delivery is so easy and so cheap.
So it's
And
like,
after a long day of work, I do not want to cook, so I order. And that's how I've been eating Western food. So I've had pizza, I've had pasta, I've had there is something called California burrito, and it's basically Chipotle, and it's better than what's the knockoff?
I forgot the knockoff in Korea.
Kuchara or something.
Yeah,
Kuchara.
all the westernized people don't like it because the portions are Korean sized.
Yeah.
So you never get really full.
And it doesn't hit the same way that Chipotle does. Maybe it's because Koreans make it too healthy. I don't know. But it'll satisfy the craving, but it won't like really, really remind you of Chipotle. But California burrito, which I had a couple days ago.
Wow.
Like basically Chipotle.
I'm really surprised that the westernized food has some game in India.
But I guess it's because it's Delhi. Like, I don't think that's applicable to all the cities in India. But
because Delhi's the largest city in India, right?
I don't know.
I
Let's not veer into territory we're not familiar with.
But yeah, it's a very large populated city. So it makes sense that they would have a more well-rounded variety of different cuisines around the world.
Yeah. And there's a lot of Korean restaurants actually. Like, so every time I talk to someone and I'm like, oh, I'm from Korea, they'll be like, did you try this restaurant? Did you try that restaurant? Or like my coworkers are like, oh, my parents wanted to eat out, so we're going to go to a Korean restaurant today. And so there's a lot of access to Korean food. I'm just I'm surprised that I'm not craving Korean food because when I lived in Boston, I was constantly not satisfied with the food I could get. And I was always craving Korean food and I always wanted to cook Korean food. But here, I've only cooked Korean food once. Like, I don't crave it. I am satisfied with what I'm eating and I feel good. So
I have a theory on this. It's because you lived in Korea for a year. And you got you got like your fill of like genuine old school restaurants that give you that good old Korean food. And so you've had it for
sundubu. I've had my fill of sundubu.
Yeah, so you've had it for a while. So you're venturing into something new, but I think over time you'll start missing it. But that's cool that the food scene is pretty robust.
Yeah. And I think another thing about American food that I never found satisfying is that they eat a lot of cold things. Like salad is cold, sandwiches are cold. Like you're not always doing hot food as a takeout item. It's usually like cold appetizer, cold pasta, things like that. Okay. And you don't really have that much diversity. Like if you order a pasta dish, you're just getting pasta. You're not getting side dishes. Whereas in a lot of Indian cuisine, you're getting multiple small dishes and then you're portioning it. So in a way, to me, it feels like Korean food. It feels like I have panchan. It feels like I have, and I'm always eating rice. So I think it's similar enough that it's satisfying my my
always
cravings.
Eating rice because rice is a major carb source for Indians. Is that why?
Yes.
Okay.
Rice and roti, but
it's a different type of grain.
Yes.
In India, right?
Yeah.
Is it the looser type? Like
it's the
not the
long
sticky
grain,
rice.
Not sticky rice. Yeah, long grain. But I grew up eating that in China.
That's okay. So China's rice is similar.
Yes.
So you don't eat...
or the areas that I grew up in.
Oh, so is it just a westernized thing? Is naan not a big thing in India then?
No. So they call it roti here.
Oh. Okay.
And my coworkers are bringing it in pretty frequently, and you can get it at restaurants. But my housekeeper usually cooks rice for me. I don't know if it's because that's what she usually cooks, or because she sees that I'm East Asian and is cooking me right. I don't know, because we have a little bit of a language barrier, but I'm fine. I'm fine with the rice she makes. And what I really enjoy is, so mustard oil is a big thing here. They don't cook with
Is it?
They don't cook with avocado oil or
is it the
olive
mustard
oil.
like I'm thinking of, westernized mustard?
Yeah, like the mustard seed.
But I mean, is it like, you know how ketchup and mustard in America, oh, I could never eat that. So it's not.
But it's not that.
It's not like.
It's not that mustard.
Okay, it's different. Okay.
Do you know the mustard seeds? Like the whole grain mustards?
Okay, not really.
That's what it.
Oh,
okay. That's what it's made out of. So it's very fragrant.
Oh, okay.
It's not sour. It's not sour.
So they cook in mustard oil. Not
they cook.
Not virgin olive oil or anything.
No.
Okay.
I mean, you can. I have olive oil too, but usually the cuisine in this area is cooked in mustard oil. So it's very fragrant, and they they saute the rice before they cook it in a pressure cooker. And so the rice is super fragrant, and I'm like, I love this. Like I could eat this for days, which I have been.
Fragrant as in the smell, or fragrant in terms of the taste?
Smell.
Oh, smell. Okay, but then the taste.
The mustard oil has a
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. But you have eaten the naan. Is the naan pretty good?
Yeah.
Because I actually like naan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only probably had westernized naan. I think I ate naan a couple times in Korea, but
they don't call it naan here. They call it roti.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's like a Southern Indian bread, flat bread, but it's made out of rice powder instead of flour. I forget what it's called. That sounds
healthier, right?
I mean, carbs are carbs, but
that's true. But
it's more fluffy and light. Ooh. And so I got to try a little bit of Southern Indian food 2 weeks ago. So it's fun. It's fun to try all these new cuisines. Western food. The reason why I think Western food is better here is because it's not sweet.
like Korea.
Yeah, Korea. Everything is so sweet.
Yeah,
pizza is sweet. Pasta is sweet. Everything
pizza
is sweet.
Yeah, pasta sweet. Yeah,
But here it's like nice and salty, like savory, salty stuff. So it's pretty good food. And then for local standards, these Western foods are more expensive. Definitely like 3 times more expensive than what you could
Indian
get.
Cuisine. Okay.
Yeah. So like a local vegetarian dosa place would be like 400 rupees. If you order from one of these nicer restaurants or these like foreign restaurants, you're paying like 1,200, 1,400, 1,500 rupees. So you are paying way more. But if you convert that to USD, it's only like $13, $13, $14, $15. So for a Westerner, it is cheaper.
Yeah.
It's like affordable. I can order out and I can eat. I've not tried a super high-end restaurant just yet. Like there's a lot of nice hotels here and they have their buffets. I've not gone there yet. Oh. But I know the food scene in India is pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, do they have I know you said they have westernized food for takeout, but are there westernized restaurants?
Yeah, tons.
Like the typical westernized, like McDonald's, Burger King.
Yeah, there's McDonald's. Like a 5-minute walk from my house, there's a Tim Hortons. Like there's a Starbucks.
You've gone to McDonald's in India, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, how was it? Was there
good.
A different unique item?
Yes.
Okay.
It was just called a big spicy chicken wrap or something, but it did have like Indian spices.
Indian flavors.
It was wrapped in not like a taco naan, but like a different thing. Why did I say taco naan? Not in a tortilla, but in a different wrap. Yeah, so
cool.
And that's kind of, I don't know, people might judge me, but I do like trying McDonald's in different countries.
Oh,
you always get items that you've you don't get in other countries. So
Yeah, back in the day when I wasn't this healthy, I would do that. I would go to different McDonald's and so I went to McDonald's in Japan, McDonald's in Shanghai, McDonald's in Vietnam. Yeah, so all these different places. But now the idea of going to McDonald's is not really that great. But yeah, that is cool though. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And you haven't been sick for you haven't had the deli belly?
I've had mild cases of deli belly.
Oh, did you
Here and
were
there.
you able to pinpoint the culprit, or were you just
No.
Oh, okay.
But I heard it's most likely like veggies, not cooked veggies. So in like the McDonald's wrap I got, there was a little bit of lettuce. It's possible that they washed the lettuce in just tap water, and
Okay.
my stomach's not adjusted to the tap water.
Got
But
it.
after, other than that, I haven't had really bad stomach issues. I've had more stomach issues in Korea actually. So last year when I moved to Korea,
Really?
the first 2 weeks, I was dying. Like nothing was settling my stomach.
Interesting.
And I was like on a Reddit thread. I was like, I thought Korean water was really, really clean. So what's going on? And so I was like Googling it, and on Reddit, it was like, yeah, I've had the worst traveler's stomach diarrhea in Korea, actually.
What?
And a couple people were saying that. So I was like, that's so fascinating.
Oh, well, it hasn't happened to me.
I know.
So
Adam has a stomach of steel.
it's the probiotics that I take every day. I'm an old man. Yeah. But okay, so the food scene's been pretty good. And how's the food at your school? I know they feed you I mean, you eat there, or sometimes you bring your food, but how is it there? Is it pretty good?
It's okay. It's not the best, but it's not also the worst. But they have like their own version of Chinese Indian food, which I don't know why that's funny to me, but it's funny to me.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. What kind of cuisine do they serve the students and the teachers? Is it like more Indian, like influenced, or is it just like?
It's exactly half. So they have like, we have a food truck, and then there's like a hot meal in the cafeteria, and the cafeteria always has some Indian dishes and then some Western dishes. Like they'll have some sort of dish. I'm so sorry, but I don't know any of the names of the Indian foods, but there's like some sort of Indian dish, and then they have like lasagna in case you don't want the Indian food, so you get lasagna. So that's one. And then the food truck has like burgers, has sandwiches, but they also have like veg options for kids
How do they
who are
serve
vegetarian.
all the kids that want it though? Isn't there a long line?
Sometimes there is a long line, so you gotta be strategic about doing that. And I think that's why a lot of teachers just bring their own food, because most Indian households have house help. They have a cook. So it's just easy to just pack fresh food, and you don't have to wait in line. And excuse me, our workrooms have microwaves and stuff like that. So you just heat up your food and you just eat it.
Oh.
So I've been packing my food.
Okay.
My housekeeper. My housekeeper cooks a lot of food. And apparently in India, the spices don't last that long. So you're not supposed to store food more than 2 days.
Oh,
I didn't know this, but because it's a hot climate, you're not supposed to like do that. And the spices disintegrate really fast. Because in Korea, in America, you food prep for the whole week. You know, and you just keep it in your fridge.
Yeah, that's true.
In Korea, you can reheat something like a couple days. Like if I make kimchi jjigae, I'll eat it like maybe like 2 days, 2-3 days, and it's fine. And it actually tastes better by the third day, because you're like the flavors are really like sinking in together. But here, like I've been told repeatedly, like make sure you eat all your food. You don't like keep it in the fridge too long, because it won't be good for your stomach. And that's kind of reflected in the shopping culture too. Like in the States and more in Korea, you buy things in bulk. So when you buy toilet paper, it's like 24 rolls, right?
Yeah.
But here, they don't buy in bulk like that. And so, and it maybe is also the delivery people are on motorcycles, so they can't be carrying a lot of stuff at once. But when I buy toilet paper, it comes in packs of 4. If I buy bananas, it's 3 bananas, unless I like deliberately buy more.
Yeah, because in Korea, at least at my local Sejong market, they sell them bananas in these gargantuan bundles. So I never get bananas because I don't like them. I don't like bananas when they start ripening.
You like it kind of green.
I don't like it green, but I like it in the perfect stage. So I could only like eat 3 or 4, and then it's gonna start ripening out. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting though about India.
Same here. I left a banana for 4 days, not realizing how hot it is, and it was basically mush.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't even open it. Like,
oh gosh.
Open it. So I froze it.
Okay.
But anyway, so I'm learning new things.
Okay. So how's the fruit scene in India? I'm curious.
Compared to Korea, it's so affordable.
Just fruit is a lot cheaper.
So affordable.
Because Korea is a little expensive on the fruit side.
Yeah. So like I can get a whole bundle of grapes for $1.
Okay.
So in that way, fruit, it's nice, right? Like I can get mangoes for like a couple dollars that are like really nice. You can't do that in Korea. Korea is like, you would pay like what?
How's the avocados?
$10?
Have you had avocado in India?
I have, but avocados are not native to this area, so it says imported. So I'm like, I shouldn't really
because they're
eat that
expensive
because it's not
in Korea.
native here. It's expensive everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Unless you like grow it.
I don't eat avocado, but I like Hyojin likes it, and it's a healthy. It's a healthy fat. But yeah, we don't get it in Korea very often.
Yeah, but here like. So there are some tropical fruits, but not the tropical fruits I wanted. I love durian. I have not seen durian here. I love jackfruit. I have not seen jackfruit here.
I don't even know what jackfruit is. What
jackfruit. Adam, one day we will go.
What's jackfruit compared to?
I don't think you can compare it to anything.
Okay, I've never heard of it.
It even looks very foreign.
I'm gonna call a fruit called Adam fruit. Everyone's like, but isn't that the fruit that Adam ate and then casted him out of the Garden of Eden? Okay, interesting. All right.
So there's mangoes. There's like papayas, which I guess are tropical, but
never had a papaya before.
I wanted more tropical fruits, and they're not as common. But I'm still eating. I'm still like eating like. What was it called? Honey melon or something? Like it's a type of melon. Loved it. Papayas are good. Grapes are good. Bananas are solid before they start getting mushy. Yeah.
Okay.
Watermelon, amazing.
So I like watermelon.
In that way, I'm getting pampered. Like I come home and there's like a whole container of cut fruit, and I eat it.
So you're the person that you hire to take care of your household needs. She not only provides the food and cleans the house, but she takes care of your laundry too.
Yeah, so she does all the house things. And that was actually really interesting to me because initially I was like, I don't want to be that pampered expat who like exploits labor, and I'm gonna like keep myself humble, and I'm gonna clean the house, and I'm just gonna ask her to do the cooking and the groceries because that is labor I don't want to do. Yeah. And I'll wash the dishes. I'll do everything else.
Yeah.
And then we tried it out for a week, and I realized I couldn't eat the food based on how quickly she was making it. So I was like, we need a new setup because I just can't finish the food that you're making.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then she was like really honest with me, and she was like, you hiring me part-time is actually not doing me a favor because now I have to go find another client which increases
fill
my
that gap. Okay,
yeah,
that
fill
makes
that gap,
sense.
and like that increases my commute because she has to go to people's houses. So if you don't want to hire me full time, I would rather work for a different client, and I'm actually doing the school a favor, the school that hired me a favor,
by
because I've worked
using you.
with
Okay.
yeah, I've worked with the expats that are hired by your school for such a long time, and I'm actually doing them a favor by working for you part time. So like think about it. And I was like, oh, so me thinking I'm not going to be a brat is actually negatively affecting someone else's livelihood.
Okay, that makes sense.
Which is
Yeah.
very self-centered of me, even though
Interesting.
I think
you
I'm
think it's not. Yeah.
yeah. So I was like, this is a good reminder that my assumptions, like my Western and Korean assumptions, don't always apply to this country. And I need to be more careful about how I make assumptions. So
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how I would be more careful until someone points it out to me, but this was a rude awakening. And so I just hired her full time because I was asking the other expats, like, so like, do I just hire her? Like what, how does this work? And they were all like, at first we were resistant too, but after a while you just can't keep up with all the maintenance that is required. And also the way that India is set up, like Indian families have housekeepers. They have cooks, they have drivers, they have people, maids who like clean. So the society is kind of set up that way. Yeah. And when they like deliver something to your house, they just expect someone will be home because they're so used to having house help. And I'll be like, I'm not home. I can't receive this package. Can you just leave it there? And they're like, we can't do that. That's against the policy. So that's another reason why, like, it doesn't make sense to use my Western lifestyle and just like apply it here. It just doesn't add up. And so important documents need to be handed over to a person, which means someone needs to be at home, which means that's also what I'm paying for, not just her helping me maintain the house, but also being someone present for like repairs or yeah. So that's something I'm learning.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, that's pretty, what is it? Bougie? Is that the right word to use? But that's a pretty cool, like, perk.
Privilege.
Yeah, privilege.
Yep.
Wow. So do you not have a washer and dryer unit or a washer unit in your home, or do you?
I do. I have a washer.
Oh,
I do not have a dryer.
Yeah, most Koreans don't have dryers. I don't have a dryer, but she does your laundry, and then
most Koreans are getting dryers now, though, because it's so humid.
Oh.
It's a growing trend.
Yeah. Well, on our Mokpo trip, the dryer that they had in the Airbnb, I'm sorry, I'm going to go on a side note.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize they had this technology now, because at least in the Western United States, when you hook up a dryer to your house, you have the long tube that shoots hot air outside. So you have to have a special hookup. But in Korea, because a lot of the homes don't necessarily have that newer modern hookup, the dryers come with like this bin that collects the water, and then you just empty it in your sink.
Yeah, I think that's an older model. Like my parents have a dryer and they bought it 2 years ago, and it's the hookup system.
Yeah, but the hookup system is you have to have that installed. The new dryer is like you can just not even have that. Anyways, I think that's the new system. Anyway, the point is that I thought even in my current villa that I live in, I thought, I'll never be able to get a dryer even if I wanted it because we don't have the hookups. But then they make dryers that have this system in it.
Yeah. So
But
you could get one.
But I actually like not doing drying your clothes, because I've been here in Korea for 7 years and I keep the same clothes because they don't go through that harsh drying process.
But in the summer, when it's like monsoon season, my towels would smell so funky.
But I have a dehumidifier that takes that.
Oh, that you
and then
on.
It even has a dryer mode, and then within 8 hours.
So you do have some sort of
method
contraption
of drying it. That's true.
I see. Okay, yeah. Because my family, because it uses up a lot of energy, and it's
Oh,
it's
they
not
don't
good on
want.
your clothes. So we were like, maybe we shouldn't get a dryer. But then like we couldn't get things to dry in the summer. So we're like, no, we should invest. And so that's why my mom got a dryer. But
Do you
yeah,
have
anyway,
do you have a dehumidifier in your apartment in India?
no,
Your clothes just
I just leave the
dry?
AC on.
Oh, that probably helps dry it.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's so hot.
Okay.
You can't
Okay.
not have the AC on. Well, the locals will argue that you can. You can live without the AC. And my landlady just always keeps her fans on. She doesn't even keep her AC on. But
That's impressive.
I am a baby and I just can't.
Oh, I'm a baby too. I know a lot of Koreans that
We're weak.
only have like one unit in their house, but I have like a AC unit in each room.
Me too.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
I keep it on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So, so you don't do your laundry. You don't. I mean, if you want to make food, obviously you can.
Yeah.
But okay, interesting. All right. So, very cool thoughts on food and experience. What else about India do you want to tell us, Hannah? How's like okay, well, before we go into your school part, how's everything else? Like how's social life? Have you gone to the movies? Have you gone out to eat? Have you made some friends? Like, give us an update.
Yeah, my social life. So for someone who is moving to a new city with no connections, new city, new country with no connections, like I literally had zero connections.
Yeah.
I think I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Like I live really close to two of my coworkers. And so we sort of have this dorm. It basically feels like a dorm. I feel like I'm back in college, or in our previous episode, we compared it to the show Friends, where you just like walk over across the hall to your friend's house.
Yeah.
That's kind of the setup here. Like I'm upstairs, downstairs, or like one unit over. So once one of my coworkers was like, you want to come over? Like we made too much dessert. So I like walk over at 9 p.m. and we have some dessert. Or another coworker's like, oh, I'm like wanting to order in. If you don't want to cook today, why don't we order in together? And we're just like eating. So in that way, like they've been really nice to me, very considerate. They've shown me around the city to like some of their favorite spots, very hospitable. And like one of my coworkers is Christian. So she's been introducing me to her church and like connecting me with other people.
Okay.
So in that way, I do feel very welcomed. And in general, as a city, Delhi is a very, very friendly city. And at first I thought it was just at my school, like because these teachers who were not in my department would like stop me in the hallway and introduce themselves and be like, you're never going to see me because I work in primary, but this is my name and I wanted to say hi to you. And so I was just like greeted by every single person in the high school. And I feel bad, or in the school, I feel bad because I don't remember their names, but they're so nice. And I was like, oh, maybe like Indian teachers are really nice. But then I've been church hopping. So I've been to like 4 different churches by now. And they are like you, Adam. They just come up and they're like, are you new? And I've never seen you before. This is my name. Where are you from? Oh, that's so fun. And they're just like talking to me. And at one church, I was like, I don't think I'm going to like commit to this church. So I'm going to like quietly slip out. So I went to the bathroom before I slept. I went back home. And as we're waiting in line, this lady's like, you look new. Where are you from? She's like, just like having a conversation with me and being like, oh, has anyone like welcomed you to our church? Just in general, I think people here just very friendly, very hospitable, which is so nice, right? If you're in a new country. But on the flip side, because I had so many friends in Korea, like I got plugged in to Korea pretty fast, I would say, thanks to you and Hyojin and like Arc Church. I'm used to like having three meetups per week. or if I'm bored and I'm like, hey, you want to hang out? I had neighborhood friends. Like I had this whole community of people that I could hang out with.
Sure.
But here I'm just starting to build that up. So in that sense, I feel like I'm very isolated.
Oh.
It's like a 180. Like there aren't people I can just call up and be like, hey, you want to go on a walk, or hey, you want to hang out? Do you want to come over? And a lot of Indians still live with either their in-laws or their parents.
Okay.
Like in that way, they're a little more traditional, like my parents' generation. A lot of people in my parents' generation would live with their parents or live with their families until they got married, or even after they got married. But in India, that's like still a pretty common tradition. And so it's not like I can go over to someone's house because they live with their families. Okay. And so in that sense, I'm still trying to figure out like, where can I build a social community? Probably going to be through church, but I'm still in the process of choosing which church I want to commit to. So that's a little slow. And then I was interested in getting to know the Korean expat community, but they almost all live in a town over.
Oh. Can you take
Gugaron.
like public transportation there?
Yeah, you can. Oh, you can? You can also taxi over.
Oh,
but okay. We're not here for the same reasons in a sense. Like, yes, I'm on a 3-year contract, but I'm here to kind of like immerse myself and like most of my coworkers are Indians. Most of my students are Indian. So I'm really surrounded by local culture and local like events and reality. Whereas a lot of these expats, especially from Korea, are living in mini Korea towns. So they have entire malls devoted to Korean food and fashion and things. All of the coworkers that they work with are Korean, so they don't really have to learn Hindi. They only hang out with other people in their companies. So for me to kind of bond with them would be a little hard. Okay. They don't understand my life and I don't really understand their life. And we also live in different cities. So I'm still trying to navigate that.
What kind of commuting time does it take to get there?
To school?
No.
Or to the city?
To that city where the Korean community is.
They said in the mornings when there's like on a weekend morning, it's like 45 minutes by car.
That's far.
And then for my students who are commuting every single day during like the high like rush hour, they said it could take an hour and a half.
Oh, that's true. Because your school has like 1/3 population of Koreans, or is
20%.
Oh, 20%?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
And most of them live in that city because their parents work there. So
okay.
They're on the bus for 3 hours a day.
Those poor kids. I guess they get study time in, hopefully, but it's kind of hard to study on a bus.
Yeah, I don't think you can study on the bus. They're probably just like playing games or talking with their friends. That's tiring.
But I figure the Korean expat community or whatever, because they're in India, they probably all are able to speak English.
I don't know. I haven't met enough people. I would think,
unless they're just really only... Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but that's Korean, but have you been to like an expat westernized church?
I did go to one.
You did? Okay.
I don't think it's for me.
Oh, really?
Like, there were a lot of expats, and it was truly an international church because... There was no one dominant culture.
I would think the pastor, would like that.
Huh?
I would think that you would like that, though.
I know. That's what I thought, too. I thought I would like that because the lady sitting next to me was from Kenya and the family sitting in front of me was from the Netherlands. So I was like, wow, this is an actual international church. Yeah. However, because it's an international church, it's so transient. So that during the service time, there was an entire time devoted to saying hi and goodbye. So they would pass around the mic and people would go around saying like, hi, this is my first week. I'm from whatever country. I'm here for this job.
They would pass around the mic? That could be really tough for a certain type of individuals to want to go to that church. That could be very off-putting, especially for the natural introverts who are like, oh, I did not sign up to be like singled out this way.
Me, I didn't volunteer. I didn't introduce myself. But anyway, so they have that time, and then they also have a goodbye time, which just indicates how transient it is, right?
Wow.
People are constantly coming in and out. And then people are gone for the summer, and like people are like, I'm back. I'm so happy to be back. And I was just like, I think right now in my life, I can't handle that level of transience.
Oh, I see.
Like I want more consistency. I'm already interacting with like 100-something people a day. I don't need to be saying hi and bye every single week. So I don't think I'm going to attend that expat church.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
But if you were to go to a more local English-speaking church, it could still consist of, say, local people that still speak English in the church.
Oh yeah.
They're just not westernized per se, like a westernized like that. Or some of them could have spent time in overseas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some of them are. Westernized is a kind of a hard word to use here because some people do grow up speaking English, just point blank.
In India.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or and like people from the southern areas of India, they are like they come through a line of generations of Christians.
Oh.
So their names are actually anglicized. So
like John and David.
Yeah, I've met like a lot of people with biblical names.
Oh.
But they're like, I was born and raised in India. So yeah, that's why I'm like hesitant to say it's like, I mean, it is westernized because they are anglicized names, but they're not necessarily, I don't know what I'm saying.
No. Okay. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So, so you've experienced some different churches, different food. I guess everything. How's things going with the whole career change? I mean, you've been
returning to my career.
Yeah, career changes and going back to your career that you went to school for. When Hannah said previous episode earlier, we meant the previous episode that we had ended up having to scratch because we had technical issues. So we did talk. We did talk a little bit about it, but if you want to just let our listeners know, because I'm sure they're curious, like how the transition is for you, and maybe share some things that stuck out from our last conversation that we ended up having to not
scrap. So I won't go too long like I did in the previous episode, but I'm learning that some things are universal. Just simply by being in a school environment, some of the issues that I've seen in previous schools are still here, even though it's a different cultural context. And it's like a private school, private international school versus like a public Massachusetts public school. There's still a lot of overlap. And at first I was like, so did I make the right choice? Should I have just stayed in Boston? Like I'm facing the same issues and the same frustrations. Like nothing changed. Did I really upgrade my life? But then it's also like a reality check that work is not perfect, right? Like you can't have a perfect workplace. And maybe it is a comfort to know that some of the issues that we're seeing are just global and universal. And it's a thing that we as teachers need to constantly be aware of and like work towards. So in one way it was a little disappointing, but also like reassuring that it like education is just, this is the reality of education no matter where you go. I said again. I'm realizing that. Okay. And on the flip side, what is refreshing is the interpersonal relationships are so much stronger. And that's a common theme. Not only are people hospitable, but the students are also very engaged with me. Like, okay, my year sevens, my seventh graders cannot sit in their seats. That has nothing to do with like our relationship. They have so much energy. But I just feel like our school has set up policies to make sure that kids are not always on their phones, which was not something that I saw back in Boston. Like we were constantly wrestling the phones out of their hands, but we were not allowed to touch their phones because it's a liability. So it was just an impossible situation. And parents were like, we don't know what to do either. And the school's like, we don't have the power to ban phones on campus. So we're always going back and forth about the phones. And I would see more of the top of their heads because they're like on their phones than their faces. And I would always have to be like, please keep your eyes up here. But here in this school, the school, because it's a private school, they've just banned phones. So when you come to school, you have to turn in your phone to the office and you can't access your phone at all. And kids are really good about, there's no like second phone that they're like sneaking in. They're just, they follow the rules. And there's also more respect for teachers. This is just in general. I think in America and Korea these days, teachers have no power. Really? Yeah, Korea had a huge scandal like last year where parents and students were driving people to suicide. Like, it's pretty bleak. Really but tough. Here in India, there's still a lot of respect for teachers. There's still...
that's good to hear.
Yeah, there is respect towards authority. And so in that way, I think it is much easier to connect with the students. And Adam was, I told this to Adam before, but they are just fascinated by me. Because to them, I look like I'm 20 years old.
And which they at think first you're like beautiful and pretty.
Yeah, the girls think I'm pretty. So the girls are always like, Miss, I love what you're wearing.
The boys are crushing on you. They just don't want to tell you.
No, please don't say that. That's my worst nightmare. I'm so terrified that someone might have a crush on me. I don't think so. The boys are just they're really like intrigued by my accent. Like, and I think they have a hard time understanding that the concept of Korean American.
Oh yeah.
Because race is contextual, sense. Right? So
sure.
So they're like, where are you from? And if I say I'm from Boston, they're like, oh, but like, where are you from? But I'm not as offended as I would be in America because I'm sure it's not as common to see a Korean American here.
Yeah.
And I'm also not a Korean American, so it's a little more complicated. So I just say, like, I grew up internationally, like you guys. I went to I'm not from one country. I'm from multiple countries, and I think they're really intrigued by that, and they want to hear all about Boston because they have family members going to schools in Boston, and they're very intrigued. And yeah, it's fun. It's fun to have kids who are like genuinely interested in me. Because back in the States, nobody cared. Like, as soon as I was done teaching them, they would never say hi to me in the hallways. They would just act like I wasn't there. But here, like, even if I sub for one class, so they've only seen me for 40 minutes, they'll say hi to me in the hallways. They're like, hi. And I'm like,
that's really so great. I'm happy for you in that way. Yeah. Because that's what teaching should be. It should be building relationships, not just passing on regurgitated information, because that's how students are impacted by teachers in that way, by building that relationship. Because anyone can get educated by ChatGPT now, but it's it's through the interpersonal relationship. So that's so cool. I'm really happy for you in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe even though we both lament the fact that you didn't get a position in Korea, maybe this is kind of like it's broadening your horizon and you're building good relationships. So even though it's been not the easiest month of your life, but I think we can find some wins, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's not just one or the other. It's like a mixture of all these emotions, which probably adds to the fatigue. Like, I'm learning a lot about myself too. Like, and I had this whole spiel in the previous episode that we couldn't, that didn't work out. But as a third culture kid, I thought this move was going to be easy. Like, I'm so used to learning a new culture, being in a new place, and adapting quickly. I call myself a chameleon because I know how to read and kind of reflect exactly what's going on and just play along. And that's been my whole existence.
Yeah.
So here I was like, I can do that in India. Like, how hard can it be? But I forgot that I am no longer the 14-year-old that I used to be, where I'm more malleable, right? Like when you're 14, you're still learning about yourself. You're still forming your identity, finding out what you like, what you dislike, what you're good at, what you're bad at. But now at 32, it's much more set. Like, so I feel like I'm a cookie that's already baked. And so if I'm hit with a different, thumbs up. If I'm hit with a different resistance or like a different culture to head on, instead of like being able to be flexible and like reform myself around that foreign object, I will crumble. Like there'll be resistance because my identity and my sense of self is a little more set. Dare I say actually set, because your brain is fully developed at 25.
Yeah, the frontal lobe is already developed.
Yeah,
or
it's
whatever.
all fully developed. So now I'm kind of who I am.
Oh.
Yeah, so in that way I'm like, I'm not as adaptable. I'm not as flexible as I thought. And this is actually harder even as a third culture kid. This new culture in this new country is actually pretty difficult to adjust to. And when I first left home at 14 to go to a boarding school, I loved it. I was like, yay, I don't have parents to nag. I can like live with my friends because my roommates became my best friends, or I can live with my friends. Like, this is so fun. And I loved it. And I never got homesick. And even in college, I never got homesick. I was like, this is so fun. Even though I did face some cultural like clashing with people who were like born and raised in America, I still loved it. I found my group of people. But here, I feel really homesick for Korea. And I miss the easiness of just blending in. I miss not having to, like, yes, I had some cultural differences from Koreans, but I never had to explain certain mannerisms or certain jokes or certain things. But here, I feel like I have to constantly like figure out, would they get this joke, or will they get what I'm saying when I say this? Do they have the context for it, or is this unique to Korea? I don't know. So just like things like that, it's a lot of mental energy to do this. And I'm also in a really unique position because yes, I am Korean, but I'm also not Korean in the sense that my students are. Like, they have no doubt about their identity. They're like, I'm a Korean living in India. Kind of like Yeun, right? She's like, I'm a Korean living in Cambodia. I may speak Khmer, but I will never be a local. And I think that's what a lot of the Korean students feel. But that's not how I lived my life. When I was in China, my family did a lot to make sure we were as immersed as we could be. In Boston, I never hung out with the Korean expats or Korean 유학생들. I was like working at a public school. I'm like fully immersed in mainstream America. And so that's kind of how I see living in a new country. Like, you're fully immersing yourself as much as you can, but the Korean students aren't like that. So that's another like layer of like, yes, I speak your language, and yes, in a lot of ways we are similar, but we're also different in other ways. Yeah. So how do I navigate these spaces? I have not met their parents yet. That's going to happen next month. But I'm also curious about that. Are they going to just straight up talk to me in Korean when they come to parent-teacher conferences?
I bet they'll be so excited to speak their tongue. They're going to want to. And the good thing for them is that you'll be able to understand them completely. Because if it were someone like me, they'd be like, oh, sweet, he's Korean. And then they're like, oh, he doesn't speak a lick of Korean. What the heck, man? So at least you'll be able to banter with them. I mean,
I guess that's good.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, I mean, I feel like that's at the end of the day, that's really good for you. This change, even though you've fully developed and you're not as malleable, I feel like this stage of your life, you're still young enough to be able to, at least compared to me, right? You're young enough to learn something
Adapt.
new, and you like even this month has felt like much longer than a month. I think in the big scope, your 3-year tenure at your school will feel longer than 3 years.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe that's a bad thing. But it's like you're like fully living life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like bless her heart, my mom, I love her dearly, but she was born in her town. She's going to pass in her town. Her parents were born in her town. They passed in her town. That's the only life they knew. And she's happy with it, and I'm happy for her. But I'm sure for people who live in the same town all their life, their life is like a vapor in the wind, much, much more so than people who have gone and lived in different sections of the world. You're living a much broader life.
Yeah. And that's a privilege. That's a privilege that I have.
So
because I don't have a family, and it like I can make these huge changes in my life because I'm not worried about other people's futures, or I'm not responsible for someone else. So it is a huge privilege.
Yeah, well, we're working on that family. Hopefully one day you'll find someone to add to your own personal family.
Scouting, Adam, but I think the lack of solid brothers in the church is a universal thing.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
You know, well, they've been saying from people that have gone through Ark Church here in Seoul that are living in the States, it's been more than just one anecdotal experience that people are saying. More guys are going to church in the States than girls these days, supposedly. Just throwing that out there.
Really?
It's weird. It's a weird phenomenon.
But I don't think they're going to church for the right reasons. Like, are we talking about the young generation who's like uber right?
The late 20s, early 30s. And that was the only caveat I wasn't going to mention, but you threw it out there. I don't know if it has to do with the uber right wing politics / religion.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the reason why, but even in the Korean church in America, supposedly, at least for sure from this one young man who only came through for a week, but he was like, yeah, we have a lot more guys at our church and girls. I was just really stunned by that.
Interesting. We shall see. But
anyway,
in India, at ARC, and in my church in Boston, there were no eligible bachelors in my age range. So
you're just gonna have to broaden your scope to either
maybe
older
God is saying
or
something
younger.
about celibacy.
That's true. That could be the factor, but I mean, you might have to go either older or younger.
We'll see.
I mean,
keep praying for me.
Hey, the girls like the young guys these days. So
yeah, that's the trend these days.
But wow, this has been really fun to hear about your life and to hear how India is going. I mean, yes, it hasn't been easy, but I think a lot of our viewers were interested. I actually ran into my friend at the gym, and he actually asked specifically, "Oh, how's Hannah doing?"
Like, because he listens to the pod?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, oh, wow. So he was interested
so cool.
to hear how you were doing. I'm like, wow. Because I just ran into him. I haven't seen him for like 3 months. And it was funny. I was like, oh, okay. Not nothing about me, but about Hannah. I see.
I've never seen this guy, but we're on a first name basis already.
He's huge.
Amazing.
He's super buff. He makes me look like I'm a small, skinny looking guy. He's huge. But he's already taken. He's right in your age group.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
I know, but he's right in your age group too. He's 34, 35.
Oh.
Yeah, anyways. But I don't know if you'd like someone like him. But I mean, bless his heart. I like him a lot, but I don't know if you and his personality get along well.
I see.
But yeah, I'm glad that you got to update all of us on this, and our subscriber count is growing.
Yay.
I finally shouted out Lost and Local. And
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I've been telling Adam to do this since like
on my own channel
3 months ago.
But I'm gonna make a short because I didn't shout out Lost and Local until 14 minutes into my video, and a lot of people don't watch a video that long. So I was like, okay, I should do a short on shouting out my channel, because I have since added 2 more videos to my Traveling On channel.
Nice. Good
So
for you.
I've been watering the channel because it's been over almost 6 months since I updated that channel.
Dang, Adam. So you've been busy.
Yeah. So in the last 8 days, I've posted 4 YouTube videos with Lost and Local and Traveling On combined, and then
Wow.
three short, like no, 5 shorts, 2 per. I'm like, and then
Wow.
it's been crazy.
Wow. Respect.
Yeah. Anyways, it was so good to talk to you, Hannah.
I know.
Looking forward to future episodes. I'm so glad that our equipment is working. Knock on wood.
Yay.
But everything looks like it's still recording. So that's good.
Wait, let me check.
We don't have to
Yeah,
do
mine too.
Okay, we don't have to do a 4th attempt. But it's really, I'm very thankful for technology and that we can do this, even because I remember a long time ago when you were like, I might be going, and I'm like, oh no, what are we going to do about the channel? But at least we got it going. I mean, this is going to be our
working.
21st episode.
Already?
Can you believe it?
That's crazy.
21 episodes. That's pretty crazy.
That is.
We're like basically, we're like not veterans, but you know,
We're getting there.
we're getting through our first season of podcasting.
We are.
Anyways, we'll see you all next week for another episode. Wait. The next episode's going to be an interview.
Yay! It's a guest.
So
guest
we have
episode.
a guest from the States. She's from California, and she's from Gen Z. So our first Gen Z guest. Excited to have her. In the meantime, you all, thank you so much for checking us out. Glad to have Hannah's updates in life, and we'll see you in the next episode. Peace.
Bye.